Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, DIY with Jeannie. And yesterday we did some die cuts. I showed you some things that I ordered from AliExpress, and these are a few more of the things that I've ordered. You can see I've made a mess already today. But I talked about doing bag toppers, or I guess the most appropriate is alternate gift toppers. And so, think about, normally we put a bow on a gift, a bow and a tag, but those aren't the only things you can put. There are choices, and we've already done a few this year. We did our little signs, Get Your Jingle On, and it is a cute little wood sign that then they could have. You could put your notice on the back. So there are these two that we made earlier this season. Let me take those off. There's also the metal ones. We worked on these. And again, you can write your message on the back, and that would be a cute little gift topper. But today we're going to do some die cuts, and I pulled these die cuts out to work with. Basically, they're just cute little holiday signs. But again, you could use this one that we did yesterday. And so up here you could put either a brad in there, or you could put an eyelet in there, and then it would be easy to hang and put on something. If you really wanted to make it sturdy, do double layer. I would probably make a circle back for it so that it is more sturdy, a second piece of cardstock that's solid so that you could see it directly on there. And that would probably be what I did if I were to use that one. But these are kind of made for it. They're little dies, and what I did was I took this one, and it's just a solid background die. Now I'm going to give you a little hint. This glitter paper, the glitter is done with glue, and it does not like pulling away from one another. So it takes just a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Persuasion to make it let go. So I use this little tool, the dental tool that I showed you yesterday, to get it out of the metal, but this one doesn't stick to the metal. It just really likes to stick to itself. So we're going to just keep taking these little tags out. And once that's out, then that's all we have to worry about for this one. But let me show you why I bring this up. I was going to do this die in this and put it on green. And it really did not want to let go, to the point where it actually pulled the glitter off of the backing and was leaving it just white paper. And so I decided that I would not force the issue and just let it go. Let that one just not happen. And I'm okay with it, because what I did was I found silver paper and did the same little guy, and I think he came out much better in silver, and he popped right out. So let me show you how we're going to put these together. So we're going to take a green backer, and you'll notice that I cut this one a little too close to another one, but that's okay because this one's going on top. So we're going to first get the excess off the back. It's reptile glue, but you could use any type of glue. I just found that I really like reptile glue. And I buy these little bottles on Amazon. I think I got 10 or 20 of them for 10 bucks, 15 bucks, something like that. So it makes it just a lot easier to control your glue. I put much less on there. I mean, I don't know if you can see how little this is, but it is just a minute amount. And I get in those little bitty areas that I couldn't with that big glue bottle. So it just kills me when I see people use the big glue bottle. I'm like, get your little bottle. It's so much easier. But, I guess everybody does their own little thing. But I really want him to glue down. And so I'm just going to hit some of these areas that might want to pull away with just a tad little tiny bit of glue. There we go. And now I'm going to line him up with the top, the ornament part. And you've got a few seconds with glue that you don't have with tape. If I used tape or some sort of sticky, once it's down, it's down. Now, with the mirror or the foil looking, you really have to make sure you get that glue off there while it's still damp, because you don't want it to show through. So there we go. Got him. Now, because the back is green, I want it to look like the ornament's green. So what I did was I just cut, let's see if I can find one here. I just cut the top so that I could just have this little piece. So I cut it with the die cut, but then I just rounded it off with scissors. Let's put just a wee bit of glue here so I can get this guy on. And I just want him to stick. Not asking for a lot here. Like I said, I've got a few seconds to zhuzh him into place so that all of my holes line up. And there you can see it now goes together. The top and the back goes with, and that actually looks like a little scene on top. So there is one of our tag toppers. And what we're going to do is through that hole, these are tiny, we're going to put our little brad and open it up. And we could actually leave it until we're ready and actually put that through ribbon, and or stick it onto the paper of the package or whatever, so that it actually goes well on our paper package. But there we go. We've got our little brad on there, and that one is now ready to go. We could actually write on the back of it who it's to and from and the year if you would like. So for this one, I'm doing a little bit differently. What I'm going to do is, this is a little foam tree. I cut it out of foam so that I would get a 3D look out of my tree that I'm putting on it. Please tell me I make sure I'm putting it together correctly. Yes, this is the back. I know that because the other paper is single-sided. So I want to just set him in the middle of our basically snowy scene, if you will. The little ornaments will end up being white because I didn't pop them out. So they're going to stay on. And then what I want to do is just put little drops on here so that when I put my tree down on top, he's just going to stick. And I can see the little white ornaments through. I can see the shiny of this foil through the heart now, or through the star heart. Oh well. What I could do here is go back and fill in that star with gold. I can use paint. I could use acrylic. I could use the brain will work, I promise. Resin would be real pretty in there. And that's, once that all dries on there, it would be ready to go. Again, write your message on the back. I also made snow globe. So there is the back of my snow globe, and I took some more of that foam. Yes, it is picky about which side. I'm going to put the glue all over it. Again, not a whole lot, because that's what that little tiny tip is for, is to be able to get those areas. And if it starts to dry in that little tip, here's a hint for you. Just get a straight pin, and it will just pop it right back, open up. And I've had to do that. You can also just rinse it out. So I'm going to put him on like so. Now before I put the top layer on, I am going to add some trees that I cut, that I just had and I can't find again. And I also have some snowflakes. So I'm going to put my little tree in. Fire it up with the second one. And in my little container, I have snowflakes. And there it is. Here's my little container. Okay. That one's not the one with snowflakes in it. I will find them. But I'm going to add little snowflakes up here. And then my outer part is red. So add him up top. And again, you notice I used that glitter paper, but it was a very basic cut. And it was easy to go in there and fix. And there is that little guy. Bless you. Sorry about that. I have a cat. I'm allergic to cats. Still have one. Kind of inherited her. It's fine. She was with us yesterday up on the table because that's what she does. It's like, this is where I'm going to sit and you're going to be fine with it. So there is our little tag that we have for it. It has another piece that you can make for the bottom, which I would at some point possibly make out of silver so that it looks like it's got a little stand. Could even make it out of a wood grain or a cork. That would be real pretty. So there is that one. Another style is this one. Again, I made the topper that I would cut out, and let me show you how to do that. I just simply cut it across and around the bottom. So it actually looks like it would belong there. And I haven't popped all the pieces out of this one, so you'll get the idea. But see how pretty that is? But this is just some other ideas that you can do. And then if you didn't want to use the brad, you could use an eyelet, run some string through it. I did bring string. You could add bells to it. You could add anything that you wanted to. Then you could add one of these to a bow if you wanted to. I can't make a bow to save my life. It's not that I don't want to. I would love to be able to make bows. I just can't. It is just not my thing. So, yeah. Here is another one that I made that would just go right in the middle. And see, they're just real easy. You know, once you get all these little pieces cut, it takes no time at all. It's just a matter of sitting and putting them together. And here I've made 5 in just a few minutes. I've got a few more over here that I could make. And I've got my ribbon if I wanted to use ribbon. And this is, I've had this around forever, so I probably got it at maybe Michael's, maybe Hobby Lobby, Hobby Town, who knows? Who knows? I've had it forever because I don't go through a lot of ribbon because I can't make a bow. So here are some ideas to put on there rather than go out and buy tags. Paper's inexpensive. You can buy a sheet for 69 cents. And let me tell you, you buy 3 sheets of paper and you are good for 100 tags. I bet you could get easily 100. So that is just a few ideas that you can put on your presents to make your presents more personal and from you. And I appreciate your spending some time with me. My name is Jeannie. This is DIY with Jeannie, and it is my hope that if nothing else, I give you ideas to think outside the box and, you know, not keep big business in business, help some little person, or heck, help yourself. And I hope I see you back later this week. I will have an upload on Thursday. Yes, I know it's Thanksgiving, but it'll still be there. So if you want to watch it on Friday, and don't forget Small Business Saturday. Spend your money with someone who works hard at getting their stuff out there. Don't do mass-produced from somewhere else. And thanks a lot. Have an amazing day.